Welcome, Patreons, true believers. Hi.
Welcome to Atlantis.
Welcome to my Lanta.
Welcome to Atlanta? The
Welcome
lost
to
city of Atlanta.
Hot Lanta. I got the drinks. So what are we talking about? Why did you get me out of bed, Tony?
Well, we all decided that we really enjoyed the first episode of Aquaman, King of Atlantis, the cartoon on HBO Max, and we need to talk about it. We need to tell people how zany, because it is zany, and just kind of fun it is. So that's what this is. We're gonna deep dive a little bit of the Aquaman, King of Atlantis, episode 1. With yours truly, and Rebecca, and Lee George Cade.
Hey, Tony,
Hi.
you have done this
Hi.
so many times.
Oh,
That intro was killer.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't call us both Shannon.
I don't practice in the mirror or nothing. All right. Let's see. So,
God, he even has Carrie's ism down. That's perfect.
maybe I have been practicing.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, let's see.
It's only
What else?
I've only been
What
recording with
else?
Carrie and you for 10 years now.
For a lifetime. Of course he's going to pick it up.
I know.
So, Aquaman, King of Atlantis stars Flula Borg as Mantis.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is. This cast is one of the things that made me watch it. Okay, I'm a big fan of animated shows, but I'm also kind of picky about the art style used on the animated shows. Lee, you can definitely, relate to that.
I'm also very picky, but for some reason this one threw that right out the window. It's weird, like Adventure Time weird.
It's weirder, I would say, the art style even than Adventure Time, and it put me off a little bit at first, and I wasn't really planning on watching it until I saw the cast and your glowing recommendation of it on our Jarvis, Lee.
I was just in such a crappy mood, and I put it on because I kind of wanted to be left alone, to be honest. I wanted the people in the home to not want to talk to me, so I put it on, and then 20 minutes later, we're all on the couch just laughing our butts off because it's so goofy and so sincere and so sweet, and it loves Aquaman and loves making fun of Aquaman in equal measure. And I mean, not in a Danny McBride step into the car wash bro kind of way.
No, it takes itself very seriously. It's a very serious universe.
Yeah, we're getting into a few shows now, finally, that take themselves seriously as far as what they are, but they also don't take themselves seriously as far as what they're doing.
They take themselves seriously, but they're silly.
Yeah. And I love that kind of vibe from a show, especially when it's superhero stuff, because there's just so much to make fun of, but also so much to love with these old superheroes.
Yeah, well, it's irreverent reverence, right?
Yeah, perfect.
And it really does come down to them nailing the perfect cast. And I'd have to say, really, if you hadn't have gotten Mira right, the whole show might not have worked. But Gillian Jacobs just kills it. She's so funny.
I love her. That's the thing that got me to watch the show. Was I'm a sucker for Gillian Jacobs, and I was listening to an episode of Comedy Bang Bang recently that she was a guest on. I found out she went to Juilliard.
That's how she got into Juilliard.
Sorry,
joke. None of you will get because you won't watch Frankenstein's Monster Frankenstein.
It's gonna be my Halloween show. You have my word, Lee.
But she went to Juilliard, and apparently she was not very good at Juilliard.
Womp,
like
womp.
the teachers did not treat her very well.
Are you saying Britta ruined Juilliard?
She Britted it.
She Britted it.
She Britta Juilliard?
Uh-huh.
I don't know a lot about Juilliard, but judging just
Juilliard is for the finest.
That's-
the train. It's a theater school.
Right,
It's all,
and-
well, it's an arts school, so
And that-
performing arts.
and
That's
that's
where I
about
went.
all I know about it. And so when I look at her style of acting and comedy, I'm just like, yeah, that's not a Juilliard fit, kind of. a
Yeah,
thing.
no, because she was bad at it.
So the other
I hope she listens.
the other name on
She's
there,
a big fan.
the other name on there that I saw that I was like, okay, I'm in, is Dana Snyder, aka the Master Shake.
Yeah, love him.
If it's got Master
who is
Shake,
he?
I'm in.
Who is he? What's
He's
that
Ocean
guy's name?
Master.
It's Ocean Master.
Yeah,
And that is the
he's
best.
fantastic as
Oh
Ocean
my god,
Master.
that is the best rolling joke in the whole thing. Is that anytime Aquaman leaves the throne room for more than like 30 seconds, Ocean Master is king again because
Yeah.
Atlantis just hasn't figured out its laws of secession
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
So it's like, oh, Aquaman, go fix this problem over here. When he comes back, I'm Ocean Master. I'm king of Atlantis.
His first day, Aquaman as King of Atlantis, Ocean Master busts the door down. I challenge you for the throne of Atlantis. And they're like, we
no.
did that yesterday, and I won. And that's why I'm sitting here today. He can't challenge me again, can he? Well, yeah, he can, actually.
and he's king, and he's
The
king
next
now
day.
because you refused. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And he's king because he refused.
Just so many goofy little things. I don't remember. I mean, the episode that I watched was a few weeks ago, but there was one scene like I was chuckling, I was laughing, I was having a good time, and then there's a scene that starts a rolling gag that goes through most of the episode where Mira becomes obsessed with surface dweller baseball.
Yeah.
And then they meet an Atlantean who had a surface dweller baseball memorabilia shop that got crushed. And then Mira hits the bad guy in the face with a baseball bat made of water because according to Mira, everybody has bats and they all hit each other with bats and then they run around in circles hitting each other with bats.
Baseball.
So, yeah.
That's her understanding. Yeah.
She hits the bad guy in the face with the baseball bat, and I'm like, oh my god, this is hysterical. She's playing surface dweller baseball, but then this tiny little fish swims up to the guy's cheek and kisses him on the cheek, and I was just like, this is the best animated show ever because
Well, and the sound effects that go along with that too, like they say boop, like this is in episode 2, but Mira pushes a button and goes boop.
Yeah.
And that's the literal sound.
Well, the sound effects for any of the ocean vehicles are just mouth motor noises.
It's a very low budget show, is what we're trying to say.
well,
I don't know.
guess.
I feel like they spent all the money on the writing and on the voice actors, so I think that's money well spent. I mean,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
so
I guess
the
that's
voice
true.
actor for Aquaman is, if you saw him, you'd recognize him from a bunch of the stuff he's in. His name's Cooper Andrews, and he's also Polynesian. And there's times in the episode where you can tell he's doing
It's Jason Momoa.
an impression of Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
And it's like dead on. I mean, it sounds just like Jason Momoa from
It's
the Justice
perfect.
League movie.
It's perfect.
It cracks me up. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, they basically go on this adventure and decide they need to go check on station number 4.
To prove that that he is a good king.
That he's
and
a good king.
Well, and Thomas Lennon, Volko, has a long laundry list of shit they've got to do, and he is like, I do not want to do any of this.
Yeah. And so they go through like 4 or 5, and he finally says, "Okay, I'll go do that one and go check out Station 4." And one of the interesting things, and you don't notice it if you don't pay attention, but they say that we haven't heard from them in 7 years, and,
Right.
And then that actually comes back around and plays a part at the very end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
That
Nice.
they haven't heard from them in 7 years, and anyway, they go on this quest. And that's kind of when, as Jeff Michael Weiss would say, wackiness ensues.
So much
And
wackiness.
There's just so much wackiness. And it took me about 20 minutes to get used to the art, but once I did, it just works so well for what they're trying to do with this cartoon. It's just great.
There's a lot of comparisons made between this and the Thundercats War show that everybody hated from a couple years back that I absolutely loved. And Victor Courtwright is the showrunner on this Aquaman show, and he was also one of the movers and shakers on that Thundercats show. So I think the animation style might be because of that. He may have hired some of the same people, but James Wan is so heavily involved in this.
Yeah,
which
he's
I love.
like executive producer or something,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
Aquaman is his baby.
That's awesome.
That's what they're giving him.
Yeah, I just, it's like, I like a lot of the DC animated stuff. I actually love Teen Titans Go. I thought Teen Titans Go to the movies was hysterical. And this just feels more like Looney Tunes to me. This feels like classic animation.
Yeah.
And
this is wacky. It's modern, right?
And how long was that first episode? Like 45 minutes?
It was 45 minutes long. It was 45. Yeah, it was 45 minutes.
I think it was a little bit longer than that, actually.
Yeah.
Nah, it was 45 minutes because I watched it
okay.
again before we recorded, and when I put it on, I was like, "Oh my god, 45 minutes! I hope I have time."
Yeah, like we were so busy patting Disney on the back for going ahead and doing 22-minute long episodes of Mandalorian. It's basically what I love about streaming now is that it frees the format up for the creator to do the story in whatever form and length they want to. So if your story only takes 34 minutes to do it, cool, 34-minute episode. If your animated show is going to be 45 minutes long because you want to tell it in one take, cool, there you go. So it feels long because you're waiting for it to end 22 minutes in, and then you realize, no, it's going to keep going.
There's still like half a story to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so speaking of story, it did feel like there was maybe a bit of a pacing issue in the first episode where it would kind of lull. But on the upside, when it did lull, that's usually when some of the zaniest jokes would come into play as well. And so you could tell it felt like they were maybe filling time a little bit, but they were filling it with really funny stuff. So I have no complaints as far as that goes.
I remember the refugees from the District 4 that were living, there was one guy who was a crab, I think, and he had tennis shoes. And
well, I loved the bandits that they found at the Oasis, and
get away from my Oasis!
This is our Oasis. And one of them is one of my favorite sea creatures. Which, yes, it's a little weird to have a favorite sea creature, but here we go.
No, it's not.
He's a mantis shrimp. And if you know anything about mantis shrimps,
they're beautiful.
They are beautiful, and they are incredible creatures. A mantis shrimp can punch its claw out so fast underwater that it makes what's called a cavitation bubble. And it boils water instantly because the claw moves so fast. And I read an article where it was all about. I've read several articles all about mantis shrimp. But anyway,
you number one fan.
I'm a fanboy, and if you were to scale up the strength of a mantis shrimp, and because of how fast it can punch its claws out and like that, if you were to scale one up to the size of a man, and have it throw a baseball, it could throw a baseball to the moon. That's how fast it punches.
Nice. Oof. I believe that's the character Flula Borg
voiced. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. So, it's kind of hard because I really dug the Aquaman movie. I loved it.
I did too. Yeah.
And it's weird because I know a lot of people who kind of hate on it, but
the first time I saw it was not a great night. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. No, I had
so it really affected my viewing of it.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I think it's one of those movies that it reminds me of the original Star Wars, and that if you just turn the brain off and let it wash over you, it's so much fun. But this,
like a Fast and Furious movie. Okay.
Well, James Wan. I mean,
James
what do you want? That's the Fast and Furious
guy
right there.
Oh no.
Yeah. There you go. There's your connection. Although I still can't sit through one of those for some reason. So.
You haven't reached that level of brain dump yet.
Have you tried anything past 5?
Yeah, I tried Hobbs and Shaw, and I just at one.
Oh, Hobbs and Shaw is my go-to.
Super fun movie.
Yeah, I had to go somewhere
that wasn't playing.
Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah.
It's on demand, you know.
It's okay.
I know, because
it can be whenever you want.
There's a person in my household who fucking loves Fast and the Furious movies, so they're on often. So
Okay.
And it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I like Blade Runner 2049, so we'll
So do
we'll
I.
have our thing.
I
That's
freaking
fine.
quoted Blade Runner in a conversation today that we had. So anyway, yeah, big fan of this cyberpunk stuff, but
Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement that Aquaman's definitely worth your time, especially if you're a DC fan that wants to be gently teased in a loving way.
yes, 100%. And if you're worried about it taking up too much time because there's so much TV to watch out there, it's only 3 episodes. The whole season is only 3 episodes. So I think,
and they're all out now. So
yeah, and they're all out as of this recording. And so I think maybe what we should do is after we watch episode 2 and 3, maybe we can talk about those two.
Yeah,
that'd
I
be
think
fun.
we should.
Yeah.
I would love to. I would love to see
Yeah,
these guys. Oh, go ahead.
Because I started episode 2 while I was getting ready for this, and episode 2 is a lot funnier than episode
Oh, wow.
1.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Awesome.
Yeah, I was
Awesome.
laughing. I was laughing a lot, and I was like, I feel like this is more than the first episode.
I would love a crew like this to take on The Flash. I would love a crew like this to take on The Flash's Rogues Gallery because it's the best Rogues Gallery in the world.
It's so goofy. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I need those Silver Age villains when they were trying to get the Gee Whiz Wow Leave It to Beaver crowd to read comic books, and so they just went with the brightest, goofiest stuff in the world. And that's kind of how this feels. It's like somebody said, yeah, let's make Scooby-Doo by way of Adventure Time, but with like a Thin Man, like a Myrtle Loy. There's so much going on with it. It's like the most innocent. I love that they like to kiss. It's the goofiest thing because they're just chaste little kisses. Like, who wants a kiss?
And he's like, please, it's not appropriate. My kingdom is here.
Yeah, and I love that. That's just so sincere and cute.
Well,
you know.
and there's a kid in the crowd. One more kiss. One more kiss.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just Dan. Just if you take your stuff too seriously and you think that it just needs to be held up on a pedestal all the time, don't go anywhere near it. But man, if you like to have fun with the things you
It's
love,
fun. I
Yeah.
don't even like cartoons. I don't really watch cartoons except American Dad over and over. But like this held my attention pretty well.
We need to branch out your cartoons, Rebecca.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's some
Yeah, I'm sure.
good stuff out there.
I believe I'm aware.
2 or 3 at least.
Minimum.
You got Adventure Time, you got Regular Show, you got
I do
other
like
ones.
Regular Show. The episodes of Regular Show I have seen, I have quite enjoyed.
Oh, you watch Rick and Morty too. So there's
Yeah,
that
I
one.
guess I watch
So-
Rick and Morty. I'm not like other girls.
Oh, not like other girls.
Venture Brothers.
Oh, Venture Brothers.
Brothers.
You watch Venture Brothers too.
Yeah.
You watch a few cartoons, so
Oh, here and there, I dabble.
you dabble in the cartoons.
Cartoon dabbler. Oh, you dabble? You dabble. Name 3 cartoons.
Oh my God, Popeye, Garfield,
Get out of
and the
here with that nonsense. Gate closed.
Oh, man, I was going to keep that gate.
Oh no!
All right. Well, thanks
Held
for letting me talk about this with you guys for a while.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Thanks for convincing me to
You know
watch
what?
it.
Anytime you want to talk cartoons, Tony, you let me know.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
like
talking about.
cartoons. I love a cartoon. Let's talk what the Pendleton Ward thing that he just did, the psychedelic thing he did on Netflix. Let's watch that and talk about it.
Yeah,
The
that one's weird. It's way more heady than
Well,
Adventure Time.
he's way more heady. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's no, Pendleton Ward did I can't remember what it's called, but it's like I keep wanting to say Midnight Mass, but that's not it. So
It's
Oh, the
Midnight
Midnight
Gospel,
Mass.
I think.
I think it's Midnight Gospel.
Midnight Mass
But
was
yeah,
so good.
yeah, we should do a little like monthly animation thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be
that's
fun.
fun. I could do that.
Yeah, sound off in the comments, folks, if you want to see a monthly animation thing with the 3 cartoon amigos here.
Yeah, the Midnight Gospel. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually, if these guys will ever read Chapter 1 of Neuromancer, we're gonna resurrect the book club.
I've read Neuromancer like 5 times.
Okay, so we're only waiting on Rebecca then.
yeah.
This is my second go around with Neuromancer as well.
If she doesn't read it soon, we will recreate chapter 1 with puppets and we'll perform it for Rebecca.
That's an incentive for me to not read it.
That's not good.
Like, okay, I would rather do that.
I woke up in a box. I got a job to do. Where's my girlfriend? She's not my girlfriend. What am I doing? I got a job to do. What's the job? I don't know.
Give me some of those octagons.
Give me some drugs.
Speed.
Give me some drugs. Give me some drugs.
That's most of the first chapter.
Yeah, if this is a preview, like, stop selling. You already made the sale, baby.
Hong Kong? Barely knew it. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, True Believers. Thanks, Patreon backers. We love doing this for you, and we really appreciate your support. And we will
thank you.
Catch you in the next one.
On the flip, as they say.
Ha ha!